Man, you been doing your thing, man. I see you got Jim Jones and shit. I see you do the Jim Jones interview. That shit was lit. I said, look at Cam, man. He doing this shit, bro.
Yeah, I got it right at the right time. You know, him and Cameron had them back and forth going.
Yeah,
Cameron
Cam said
he's
that
not
nigga ain't
from
from Harlem. He from the Bronx. He from the Bronx. I mean, hey, like, you know. Like, but honestly, I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. The whole time y'all was dipsetting and doing the dipset shit, he was from Harlem. Now all of a sudden y'all beefing, now he ain't from Harlem. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, that make you look corny too though. Like, honestly, like that kind of make you look corny too. Like, all of a sudden he ain't from Harlem, but you were letting this claim Harlem. Like, why he wasn't pushing the Bronx the whole time, bro? Like, why you wasn't been saying that? Now y'all getting into it. Now, oh, you ain't even from Harlem, you from the Bronx. Your granny from Harlem. I seen all that shit, bro. That shit kind of corny, bro. That shit corny as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, he tried to use whatever weapons he can get against them when they're fighting. You know, when he arguing with somebody.
Take a
publicly.
fade though. Like, why y'all ain't take a fade? Like, meet up, take a fade. Like,
Keep it in-house.
take a fade. Like, what's wrong with that? What happened to that?
I see, yeah. You know.
Take a fade, dude. I ain't gonna lie though. Jim Jones been getting victimized his whole career. I ain't gonna lie. Like, man, like his whole career really, like, I put Jim like he was cool, but I ain't gonna lie, been getting victimized his whole career though. Like, True Life, what's my boy that's in jail, Max B. Just his whole career, he been getting victimized. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, when I did the interview, you know, I was kind of trying to go through his story. I was looking for some like young Jim Jones stories
Some
that people might
highlights.
have, never heard about him, knew about him growing up and everything.
I'm not gonna sit here and do a discography, my brother. It's a little bit too much for me. And you ain't paid enough for that. So if you got some other questions you wanna ask, or you could erase all this shit and I could send you your money back. Either or.
Okay, I mean,
I understand what's going on and the plight of everything that's going on and people want to know the history, but this ain't the way that you're not going to be able to get the whole Jim Jones or Jomo story for that, what you did. I thought this was some regular questions. Seemed like you're trying to get everything up to every point, and that's not going to happen right now. So if you want to ask some questions, I'm cool with that, but you definitely can't ask me all these questions you're asking, my brother. So if you got some shit you want to ask, you better ask and get it off your chest, but I ain't going through this with you because you don't have enough money for that. No disrespect.
and
He don't want to talk about
he
it.
didn't want to talk about it, man.
Because he been getting victimized his whole career, bro. I swear to God. Like, from the beginning, like, he was the shit. Like, back in the day, like, you looked at him like, I think, honestly, I think he shouldn't have started rapping. I think he was better off being, like, behind the scenes businessman, like, whatever he was doing. I think he was better off in it. Like, when he started rapping, I feel like that changed his whole, like, it just, everything changed. Like, we started, like, I don't think nobody would have cared about nothing that happened if he didn't start rapping. Like, I think him starting to rap, I think it kind of like it took him left field, like, you know what I mean?
Okay. I mean,
Honestly,
it put him in the spotlight more, but it kind of
I mean, he
made a lot
blew,
of money. He made a lot of money off that Ballin' song.
he
He
made
said
a
he
lot
made
of
20
money.
mil.
He blew through 20 mil though. Like, what you do with 20 mil? How you blow through 20 million? Like, $20 million? You ain't like, all you got to show us is your outfit. Like, I've never really seen this show nothing but his outfits and jewelry. Like, oh, look, I got a chain. Look at my outfit. Like, bro, $20 million? Like, you ain't got no real estate, no companies, no, like, that's corny to me, bro. Like, I don't respect that, bro. Like, you do what you want to with your money, but it's just, to me, like, bro, like, to have made that much money and the most you could show off if you like 50 years old or probably 50 years old, and the biggest thing you can show us is your outfits and your jewelry still at this point. Like, it's corny, bro. Corny.
I think, rappers, they get on and, they want to look good for the camera and they buy the chains and they buy the Versace, you know, and they don't have nothing for the future saved.
That's corny as bro. Like at some point, like, all right, cool, your pretty outfit, bro, your pretty chain, like your pretty moissanite chain, like, yeah, that's cool. But like, what else are you gonna do with like $20 million? Like to say you blew through $20 million and you ain't got shit to show for it but a Versace scarf, like that shit is corny, bro. I can't respect that.
You think that's just being young?
I think us as blacks, we're not really taught money management. Like we don't know money management. Like all we know is like getting to the money. Like we getting to the money, we getting money and going to spend the money. Like, but like money management, I don't think that's like it's not something that we're taught or that we, you know what I mean? It's something that's acquired through years of balling and dealing with the right people, but like for the most part, the majority of us, we have no money management skills or even no real like, we don't know money. We don't know money.
Okay, yeah, man. I mean, I hear what you're saying, man. I mean, when you don't have money and you get money, you know, you just want to just spend.
Like that's it. Like, see, that's all we know. We know, all right, go get the Benz. Bam, oh, I got some money, I'm gonna go get a chain. I'm gonna go get a Benz. I'm about to go to the mall and get all the designer clothes and like, but we don't really know like that's how Wesley Snipes end up in prison for tax evasion and you know what I mean? We don't really understand the whole ideal of money. Like honestly, we don't. Like I didn't. Like the biggest bag I ever got. Right now, I don't have anything to show for it. For the biggest bag I ever made, like I've been famous for a long time, been doing this shit. But the biggest bag that I've got, I don't have anything to show for that. Like right now, like nothing. I have nothing to represent that bag right now today.
And you think that's because you just didn't have the information? You don't think it had nothing to do with you just being young or, you know what I'm saying, maybe coming from a rough upbringing?
I mean, it was a little bit of that too, but I think it was more of the lack of knowledge of money. Like we don't have knowledge of money. We don't have like, you know what I mean? We don't have no knowledge of money, bro. We don't know all we think is you know what I mean? We only think about the right now, the here and now. Like it seems like everybody else knows to think about the future and generational wealth. Like we don't have generational wealth in our families. Like we just get to the bag, we get to the money, we get the bag. But we don't have generational wealth. We don't have lessons of money being passed down to us as blacks. I feel like we lacking that a lot.
Okay. I mean, for me, man, when I was young, man, I spent all my money, bro. I was like, I get paid, I'd hit the mall, I spend my money, man. Whenever I made money, you know, I go to Vegas. I was doing everything but saving. As you know, now that I'm older, you know, I do mostly saving and very little spending. You know, so
That's me now. I sort of like me, I don't like to spend, I hate to spend money. I don't like flossing. I don't like spending money. I don't like designer clothes. I don't like none of that shit. I don't like designers. I don't like foreign cars. I don't like none of that shit. Like all the shit I don't like any of that shit. Like I don't give a about that. I like saving money and having money. Like I don't want no designer cars, designer clothes, none of that shit. Like that shit is like now at this point in my life, I don't care nothing about that shit. It's cool, like, you know, if you got it and it's cool, but me personally, I don't care about that shit.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.